when a player's put in this position, the whole team is resting on his shoulders right now in a game that means the world to us. And he has an opportunity here to make himself a hero. And welcome back to another episode of Rebuilding Bolton. If you're still enjoying, of course, drop a like. That would be most fantastic. So, today we have a buttload of stuff to talk about. We've got we've got a lot of Premier League games to talk about. We've got a youth intake to talk about. We've got Champions League happenings to talk about. More on that in a minute. And yeah, but first you should be seeing on the screen now the youth intake that we had. Not a bad one really when you consider where we're at. Still nothing spectacular in there, but what I would say is I'll show you the two sort of best players from the batch. We got an inverted wing back. Imagine that. And this is he. This is Declan Dixon. And yes, I know what you're thinking. He's on the wrong side. Yeah, yes he is. I saw inverted wingback and I thought, oh my goodness, imagine that. And then yes, this is 15-year-old Declan Dixon with his 17 aggression. Very interesting to see, frankly, a natural inverted wingback come through our youth academy anyway, which I guess shows we're doing something right. Sadly though, he's on the wrong side. But nevertheless, I think, what's his left foot like? I haven't actually had a look at his left foot. Okay, reasonable. So technically, it's just nice to see a left back or a left wing back actually come through the squad anyway. You know, there's still a room to improve for the guy. He's pretty decent. And the sort of other standout player from the youth intake is Radoslav Grendel, a Slovak, another 15-year-old Slovak, and again, pretty solid. He's got a decent amount of pace for him so far. Great dribbling, considering. He's not bad, actually, to be fair. Although, inverted winger, again, so it's sort of like, we've got the good players, but sort of on the wrong sides. But still, I'd say it's a better crop than we've had in recent youth intake. So I guess we'll take that. Right. We've had some games off camera today. Not going to tell you what games we're going to be coming back to do today, because that would spoil things now, wouldn't it? So let's get into those. But in the end, we did in fact get through against Bayer Leverkusen. Kimmy, in the 85th minute, just driving through, rolling back the years, he's like 23, to give us the lead here. A 1-0 victory was all it took over Leverkusen. Not a particularly emphatic performance from us, really. I think we deserved the win on the night, but we've definitely played better in the past. Geraldo going off injured in this one didn't really help us either, but Kimmy scoring the winner in the end was very, very welcome, and we are through to the next round of the Champions League, where we are playing today, in today's episode, Barcelona. And I know what you're thinking. Yeah, but look what you did last time. Yeah, but I just don't know. Our Champions League run this year, we felt incredibly miserly at the back and just like we're getting the victories. Last year, we had this real, like, we can beat anyone by 17 goals kind of mentality. It feels like there's a bit of a switch in it this year. We're much more reserved. Still getting the results almost, but with a very different style of play to go with it. So I'm hoping that we can continue to do that against Barcelona in the two legs you're going to see today. And if we were to get through, we'd have to play Paris Saint-Germain or Real Madrid. So ironically, didn't we play Barcelona then PSG last year as well in the exact same order? So it could happen that, was that in earlier rounds? I think it was, wasn't it? We got Barcelona really early. So regardless, yeah, we could end up playing the exact same two teams potentially if we were to somehow get past. It would be very, very weird for us, but hey, we've got history, I suppose. But next up, we had one of the more un-Bolton-like games you're ever going to see from this team, and it started off with this horrendousness from the City goalkeeper, throwing it straight to Connor Israel, who was able to slap us 1 goal ahead after 16 minutes. We'd already had some chances at this point, and then not long after that, things got even worse for City. Once again, Connor Israel picking the ball up, driving across the pitch, sees the run of Rodriguez, slips it into his path, and we were 2-0 up just after half an hour. Really, really good start to the game for us against a strong City side that perhaps not the same as they were before. And then more frustration for us from this point. I feel like we could have dealt better with this situation. Again, the central defender just doesn't seem to turn around until the last minute, and then City get their chance to make it 2-1. But then on the hour mark, lovely flicked header from Carl Wilson, and Koch once again at the back post, scoring that exact goal that he just loves to do, and that made it 3-1. But then on 82 minutes, Zivkovic in front of the goalkeeper here. I nearly signed Zivkovic a couple of seasons ago, makes it 3-2, but luckily 85 minutes on the clock here. Bala getting it through here, slips it round the corner for Bogdan Petrovic. Lovely finish from him. Nice to see him scoring a goal, just a good finish, and a 4-2 victory for us. Very unlike us, though, to be involved in such a humdinger of a game. Great creatively in this game. Did give up a little bit defensively, but hey, we got the win. Next up, it was Bristol City away from home. Frustrating one. I feel like once again we created a ton of chances in this game and we're just unable to put them in the back of the net. It just happens sometime, unfortunately. So a 0-0 here. We keep a clean sheet, which is always nice, but really we should have done better going forward in this game. Some injuries occurred in the City game, didn't help out at all. And then incredibly, we had Everton in the FA Cup semi-final. A massive wad of injuries basically meant that I had an almost rotated side. A lot of the back line was basically fine, but as things started to get further and further forward, you'll see that Candela started on the right, Brace played through the middle, Petrovic started up top, and we were pretty bad. Ended up beating Everton on penalties to get to an FA Cup semi-final. I don't know what it is about Everton, honestly. I thought this was the one time that they would probably be able to get over us, but as much as they had a decent number of shots, they weren't that high quality for the most part, and I still think they were very unlucky though. And more importantly than this, we have Swansea City at, well, not our home, but in the semi-final of the FA Cup. We are this close to another FA Cup final. I really think we'll be massively disappointed if we don't get to another FA Cup final this year. It'll be either of the Manchester clubs in the final. Honestly, we could end up with a genuine repeat of the FA Cup final from a couple of years ago. And boy, oh boy, would I love revenge there. Christ. And then lastly, we absolutely smacked 16th place Wolves. Again, a very un-Bolton-like performance, but we didn't have the bad side of it this time. Geraldo with a lovely finish off of Connor Israel to make it 1-0. And then before half-time, the game was basically as good as done here. Hung doing a wonderful job down the left-hand side, eventually whips the ball to the near post, and Kim is somehow able to flick that over the goalkeeper from there. But then Kim went off with strained knee ligaments. 5 weeks out. He's going to miss the tie against Barcelona. He could potentially miss, if we were to get through, even more beyond that. I am concerned. And I genuinely feel like next year, if Petrovic doesn't continue to actually step up a little bit, we may have to look at trying to just blast big money on someone like Di Lorenzo. But I was given some good news just before half-time, as Petrovic had come off the bench here. Hung gets the ball outside here. Barlow knocks it around the corner. Petrovic, nice little finish at the near post, coming off the bench, scoring another goal for him, which was nice to see. And then 87 minutes, Geraldo whips the ball in. Petrovic is on the end of it to score, I think, his first ever brace for Bolton, which was really, really nice to see again. So 2 goals off the bench for Bogdan Petrovic definitely gives me hope that he can actually step in. That and the fact that he also scored, I think, in the City game as well. So seeing a few more goals out of him lately, I just hope that he can fill in for Kim in this period, because I'm starting to get a bit concerned. He's actually not got that many few goals less than, he's got quite a few goals less than Kim, but you know what I mean. So all that leaves us on 70 points. 7 games to go. 5 points clear of now Chelsea, who've just been winning and winning and winning. Man United, interestingly, also drew away at Bristol City, so they've got something to them, you have to admit. Brighton just sort of falling off of the title race now. They've played a game more than the rest of us, and yeah, they're still 10 points off the pace. But today, it's Barcelona. That's really our focus, quite simply. So changes obviously will be made today. Kim and Murray both can't start, which is not ideal, but Juan Candela can come in. Hernandez will not play. Like, I do like Luka Hernandez, I do, but I actually feel like, Petrovic has just started to show a bit. In the last few matches, we're just seeing enough out of him to make me think, you know what, this might be his moment. Kang, still knackered. He had a slight injury after the Everton game. No, sorry, he got an injury on international duty before the Wolves game. And unfortunately, he missed the Wolves game, and he's probably going to have to miss this one too. I might have him on the bench just in case. But yeah, Christensen, however, then again, I love Christensen, but Connor Israel's form actually lately has been pretty damn decent, so I think he deserves to stay in the team. So with that in mind, I think I'm going to go with that as our lineup. Bench-wise, limited somewhat, I suppose. Although I do kind of want Kvinana on the bench instead of Gilney, because we need someone to cover Candela should that become a real problem. Which, let's face it probably will. And on Bogdan Petrovic up front, when a player's put in this position, the whole team is resting on his shoulders right now in a game that means the world to us. And he has an opportunity here to make himself a hero. This is massive. At home, we've only lost once at home this season in the league. And that was against Manchester United. We're unbeaten at home in Europe this season. In fact, I don't even think we've conceded a goal at home in Europe this season. But all good things must come to an end. And I just don't see us getting out of this game without conceding a goal at home to this lot. I'm pretty certain we didn't do that last time either. I mean, it has not been a good start from us, quite simply. I think missing Kim and Kang, but missing both of them for this game is really, really bad. I think we could probably do without one, but they do make such a key important difference to the team, particularly in games like this, when you just need your best foot forward. Abdul Hussein, Silva, they look very good. They look like a different team to the one we played against last year. Ramon, I mean, that's not a foul, is it? I don't even know if that was a foul, let alone whether it's in. I mean, it's obviously not going to be in the box, so we'll skip ahead. Actually looks for Wilson, of all people, but there's a bit of space emerging. Oh, what a pass! Juan Candela! Oh my god! Kyle Wilson nearly pulls out the pass of the season. What a pick out from a centre-back. Unfortunately, it falls to Juan Candela, of all people. Petrovic cuts inside. He can shoot here! And it's well saved by Edison. That's a bit more like it. But for Ramon, yeah, good ball in here. Wilson's still staying forward. It's an extra body, I suppose. Demaran. Wow, we've got so many players forward at the moment. Candela. Oh, where's the pass? And it's Connor Israel! Oh, and it's just wide of the post. This is a really nice passage of play from Bolton, though. We've probably just created more in the last minute and a half than either team has for the entire game so far. Heroldo's ball in, but we've not taken a chance. And Lawrence of the bar! All of a sudden, they've absolutely gone to pot here as Wilson's header now hits the crossbar for the second time in the game. I'm honestly not sure what happened around about here, but we all of a sudden just took over this match and are now in complete control. Barca have done nothing since that period, but we need to score. Because it seems like they've had a little bit of a regroup at half-time, and our sort of dominance towards the end of the half has completely vanished. And yeah, Barcelona peppering us with shots again. Somewhat from range still. Koch, Israel, Geraldo, pulling out wide. Might be able to go through. Bogdan Petrovic, this is a chance for him. Oh, and it's a good save from Ederson. That is a better opportunity. And he really probably has to do a bit better with that. Bogdan, his head is in his hands right now, and it's rightly so, quite simply. That was a big chance pulled out. Wilson's header flicked, and Ederson will catch. Made a couple of switches. Rodriguez is on and Hernandez is on, just to give us slightly different up front. And frankly, if Hernandez ends up scoring or something, I could see no reason why I wouldn't start him the second leg at this point. Israel. Candela. Nice play. Geraldo. Right, okay, we've broken through a bit now. Can we find the right pass across? Oh, it's a good piece of goalkeeping from Ederson. Easily mopped up. Right, good. The pressure's sort of coming back towards us again. We're just starting to look a bit... Oh, surely not. Oh, he's done it! It's Bolton 1, Barcelona 0. Leonardo Hernandez with the goal. He's only been on the pitch like 6 minutes here, and we have the lead in the Champions League. Why? I swear Hernandez scored a goal very similar to this earlier this season in the Champions League. What a ball, by the way, from Connor Israel. But the keeper should be doing better with this. And Hernandez is on the end of it to slot that one home. Great run from him, and it's Barcelona. Oh, yes! And it's still a clean sheet too. Oh, hello. Hernandez is in again. He's done it again. It's Bolton 2, Barcelona 0. Something tells me I made the right substitution. Jesus. Leo, you're in, my friend. You are in. Bogdan Petrovic, I just don't think can be effective for us until he loses that PPM that causes him to come deep. Whereas Hernandez is sitting on the shoulder of that last defender, waiting to make these runs. And as much as I'd like, Bogdan does still do it occasionally, but look at this. Hernandez is straight into that position. Within literally 10 minutes of coming on, he scored a brace. Come on. Wow. The emotions in this game, Geraldo's ball through. It's cleared away, but that should be relatively easy for him to mop up. Oh, God, he's clipped it in behind for Hernandez. Oh, he nearly had a hat-trick. And Barlow does have a hat-trick. It's Bolton 3, Barcelona 0. What on earth? Leonardo Hernandez has just revolutionised a single match within 15 minutes of coming onto the pitch. Oh, my God. Lovely work from Geraldo here. But watch Hernandez. He just suddenly peels into that space and... Yeah, no, it's a difficult one for him to finish here with his left foot, but it comes back to Barlow, and he's never missing that from there. And it's Bolton 3, Barcelona 0. This is better. Our home form in the Champions League is just incredible. That's now 5 games we've played in Europe this season. No goals conceded. At all. Oh, God, we nearly had another one there. That little link up on the edge of the area. Hernandez, I think, might have just played himself into the team here. And you know what I said at the start of the game about how... It's a time for a player to step up and be counted. Well, it turns out that it was Leonardo Hernandez that was going to do that today. What a substitute appearance from the lad. Just incredible work. Barcelona still throwing bodies forward, which is fair. I mean, I would be too. Oh, God. Trincao out wide, and it's wide of the post. Rodriguez gets tackled. It's going to go out for a throw, and surely that will do it. Just kill that final 15 seconds, lads. Get this victory. This one feels like it actually means more to me than the one from last season because of the way that we were playing earlier in this game, and the little turnaround in quality in the second half has made such a difference. Yes! Bolton 3, Barcelona 0. Leo Hernandez deserves his man of the match awards, but you could see where they just kind of went off the boil after that, and we just took over in that second half with some really high quality chances. What a result. Ooh, game off camera, back for the second leg. We're not done yet. There's still a chance for them to come back, but bloody hell, we've given ourselves one awesome opportunity. Right then, we're back. One quick game off camera in between. It was a relatively straightforward 2-0 home victory over Leeds, but that's not, you know, it's a good result. They're 6th in the league after all. Christensen with the goal after Hung put a lovely ball in, and then before half-time we were able to sort of wrap up the performance there. Geraldo's ball to the back post, Demoran's header, slaps it past the keeper for 2-0 Bolton. Again, very, very comfortable on the night. Kyle Wilson picked up a tiny knock, like about 17 minutes into the game. Yellow injury. I was like, right, we'll get him off, get on Koch. He's out for 6 weeks. 6 weeks! Kyle Wilson. Like, what on earth? The idea about that is the fact that I could have kept him on with an injury that would keep him out for 6 weeks. Jesus Christ. But on the plus side, well, I said on the plus side. On the plus side, he has extended his loan for yet another season. Chelsea are like, you know what? That centre-back you've got that's getting England caps and is winning games for you. Yes, we'd like you to keep him on loan and help play again. I don't know what they're doing there. I've also extended Connor Israel's loan for another season too because I felt that he deserved it as well. So that's some good stuff locked down for next year. against Barcelona. I played Petrovic up front against Leeds because I wanted to give Hernandez a bit of a rest. I did bring him off the bench, but today he will obviously start. My assistant wants that anyway, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue. Barla, Ramon, Geraldo. Nope, Kang is coming in for today. I've rested him out so he can exactly do that. Christensen played during the week, so Israel will start here. Nicky Murray is still struggling a little bit. So, yeah, Garces will have to come in at the back today to replace the injured Carl Wilson, but it's not the end of the world here. And Rodriguez will come in after Hung played in midweek. A 3-0 lead is a hell of a lead to throw away. So please don't do that, lads, if you could. Although, thinking about this now, I actually don't think we've conceded 3 goals in any game this season at all. Like, not once. And forgive me, I just remembered that we lost 6-2 to Chelsea. So actually, let's just ignore that and pretend that didn't happen. So other than that one time when we conceded 6 goals against Chelsea inexplicably, we've been pretty good. And besides, remember what happened the last time we came to the Camp Nou? Hernandez up front from the very beginning today. Really excited to see what he can do given a start in this match. Hopefully, he can just get into some good positions, cause some havoc for Barcelona, because I definitely feel like, creatively, we were pretty good for the entire match last time. But what we really lacked was that finishing touch, and he provided that with aplomb, making some gorgeous runs. Key thing for us is not to concede too early in a game like this, as always. Just try to keep things tight early down. Oh, that's a great ball through for Kai Havertz. What a tackle! Trincao, Reyes, and saved by Macania. Barca have started strongly, because we've been pretty poor so far. Saved by Macania, no! Oh, put in on the rebound by Orlando Reyes. He palmed, I say he palmed, it's a pretty good save, actually. Straight into the path. It's Barcelona 1, Bolton 0. They do not look like the team that we played last time in this ground. Let's face it. We give Silva so much space here. Macania does an okay job. It's a very tight angle, but it's actually a very accomplished finish. Okay, not the end of the world, but worrying. Hernandez has got it, though. Seen little to nothing of Leonardo Hernandez so far today. That's not bad. Okay, I don't know why he backpedaled there. He's the only one forward at the moment. At least when it's a call. Oh, wow. Well played. Leo Hernandez. Geraldo. What a stop. That secondary save there is unbelievable. Half time, and amazingly, it's only 1-0 to Barcelona. That is an awful lot of shots. But they deserve their lead, for sure. Trincao has been absolutely monumental. Is that because of lots of corners, maybe? No, it's not. Interesting. He just looks insane. We're going to have to mark him up a bit more, I think. I've decided to target Trincao in the second half to try to just mark him up, tackle him harder, show him on the weaker foot a lot more. I think he was already on that one, though, and just try to really take him out of this. Basically reduce his effectiveness in this second period is all we can really hope to do. Instantly looking a little bit better at the start of the second half, albeit small sample size. Work out something here on the edge. Oh, wow. Well, look at this from Carlos Rodriguez. Wow, okay. Much more like it. Just from the start of this first second half. Well done, Matt. The second half, we've looked all of a sudden a bit more decent. Can he pull it back for someone? Oh, Geraldo? Bala? Oh, that's the goal. Chukwudi Bala's goal. Barca 1, Bolton 1. Barcelona now need to score another 4 times in the next half an hour to put us out of the Champions League. I think that little switch at halftime at just going to target Trincao completely has just changed the game. It's been all Bolton in this second period so far, and that was the only change I made. Bala with a lovely finish there. We've seen nothing from them, and it's allowed us to have a few more chances, and now we look so much better. Bala. Hernandez. Oh, look at this for football. And yeah, I mean, he's wearing him like a coat. That's the level of marking coverage we've got on Trincao in this second period now. Quite simply. Oh, hang on. Careful, lads. There. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, let's not score 4 of them, all right? Oh, it's poor. Oh, Bala's got it anyway, though. What's he fancy here? Rodriguez! Barca 1, Bolton 2, Carlos Rodriguez with the goal. We're going to win at the Camp Nou, and it's going to be 5-1 on aggregate. And I think we've just tactic them in many ways today. Like, they've had a lot of shots, but we've just changed the things in the right areas to make the differences that we needed to make. Bala with a lovely ball. It's a great strike from Rodriguez, in fairness. It's a low quality chance that he's just hammered home. And if we win here as well, come on. Well, okay, that was weird, the way it just jumped to full time. Barca 1, Bolton 2. I definitely think they were the better side on the night, and we're unlucky not to get something from this match for sure. Particularly towards the end. Apparently they had a oh, that was the one from the corner, wasn't it? So still, magnificent win away at Barcelona again. We've actually done it. Bala and Rodriguez with the goals. Bala, I think, got the assist for the Rodriguez goal as well. What a performance from Chukwudi Bala. What a man. And Hernandez, despite the fact that he didn't get a goal or an assist as a striker, still managed a 7. The guy was still doing stuff for us, and I'm happy with that. Absolutely ecstatic. Oh my God. Real Madrid equalised in the 93rd minute and then lost on penalties. So we're still going to be playing PSG. It will be it'll be Chelsea versus Atletico in the other semi-final. Oh God, imagine if we got Atleti in the final if we could get there, because like, we've already probably proven to be the better side against Atleti this season. So next episode, it's obviously PSG. We've got Swansea, Liverpool and Norwich off camera in between, and then Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League semi-final. Can we go one step further than last year? We beat PSG last year. And I just have to feel like I don't think we're the favourites or anything, but I feel like we can do it. And that's all that really matters to me right now. So, if you've enjoyed this episode, and I hope you have, drop a like. That'd be superb. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. I stream on Twitch Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Go follow that too. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. Hold your gun. Capybara. Bye-bye.